Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you what I call the 1,000-foot overview about moving from the UK to Guernsey. And just to introduce myself, in case you don't know who I am, my name is Ant and I'm the owner and founder of Relocations Worldwide, which is a removal company that's based in Guernsey. And I thought I'd just jump onto a call and do this quick presentation for you, just to give you an idea of what it takes to move from the UK to Guernsey, because the UK is not very far away and it's quite easy to travel here and everything like that. But when we're talking about moving all of your possessions from the UK to Guernsey, it's a whole different ball game, to normal travel. It's not a case of just jumping on a plane or on the boat or whatever. We do use sea, but we'll go through that as we speak. So let me get straight into it. If I just get my screen shared, and then we can go straight into the presentation. Okay, so like we say, moving to Guernsey. You can see a nice picture on the first page there of some sunshine in Guernsey. That apparently used to be called sunny Guernsey because there was so much sun over here back in the day. Not quite as much sun now, but we do get some nice weather occasionally here during the summer. Not as much as we'd like, but when the sun does come out in Guernsey, it changes the entire island. It really does. It kind of just lights it up. We've got like glorious beaches here, as you probably researched already, some great cliff walks and all the rest of it. So when the sun comes out, it really is a nice place to be. So moving from the UK to Guernsey, let's look at the what. So what you want is all of your possessions move from your UK home to your Guernsey home with no damages, no dramas, and within the agreed upon time frame. I mean, that's the gist of it, isn't it? That's all you really want. And that's why it can be misconstrued sometimes as being really simple. And it is a simple process, providing you're taking the correct steps, because there is a customs form to fill out, because you don't want your goods to get here and then all of a sudden they're customs detained and then you don't get your beds for the night and you might have to pay to go in a hotel or something like that, an unexpected cost. So it is simple to move here, but there are some steps. But looking at the what there, the what is very, very straightforward. And I put at the bottom there, stay assured, because at the end of the day, whatever moving company you use or whoever's helping you to move you, if you're doing it yourself, you're going to have this ongoing relationship with them because there's bits of paperwork to do here and there, and you're going to need support every step of the way to reduce the stress, because ultimately that's what most people say about moving. It's up there with like the third most stressful thing you can go through in life. So we've got to take this seriously. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the how. So we've broken it down into 4 steps. So the first step is book a Zoom survey. Allow us to make a plan. Let's execute the plan together and enjoy your new home. Now, if you've already booked a Zoom survey with us, that's fantastic. We've probably got you booked into the diary. And what we'll do there is we'll jump on a call with you. And it's probably better if you open Zoom up on your phone or your tablet, because what we'll ask you to do is, while we're talking to you on screen, we'll ask you to go around each and every room, sort of stand in the corner of the room, sort of pan your phone around like that. That allows us then to calculate the volume, and we can assess any awkward items that might need dismantling. We can look at any low ceilings, number of stairs, and we can assess the packing requirements. We can look at the vehicle access. We could go on and on here. That's why every move is unique, by the way, because there's just so many unique circumstances that go into every move. And that's why every move is quoted to a tailor-made price. Okay, so book a Zoom survey. If you've done that already, you can tick that one off. All done. Once we've done the survey and we've assessed the move, then allow us to make a plan. Because what we'll do then is we'll end the Zoom call, and then we'll take into consideration your preferred date, your preferred collection date in the UK, your preferred delivery date, you might be working or whatever. We try and knit that up in the background, and we'll come together with a plan and a quotation, which we'll send to you by email. Now, once we've done that, then it's a case of let's execute on the plan together. So once we've sent you the plan, which, like I said, is by email, you can literally click and accept our quotes online. You can just click a button. There's a couple of tick boxes, and then you can sign your name, click, boom, that's it. It's completely done. Your move's accepted. And then we can execute the plan together. Now, what I say by executing the plan together is, you know, it is teamwork. So the relationship between yourself moving and the moving company you choose to employ, you're going to have this ongoing relationship. It's not just going to be moving day where they collect everything and, you know, everything just gets delivered in Guernsey. That there is things to do behind the scenes, and there's no doubt questions going to come up, and you're going to want those questions answered. And before we arrive in the UK to collect your things, you'll probably bring in some things over yourself, like some essential clothes, an overnight bag, perhaps your passports, or whatever you need, documentation, if it's for a car or a pet or something that you're bringing over. So when we say execute the plan together, it's those sort of things. You know, we would probably ask you to move the essential goods from the house, maybe put them in your car in the UK, or maybe put them into a sectioned area in a room and label "do not pack this," you know, because once we start packing, that's our main fear, really. We don't want to pack anything that you may need. At the same time, we don't want to leave anything in the property in the UK as well. So the final step is enjoy your new home in Guernsey, because the collection end is that's probably where most of the work is, to be honest, is emptying the place in the UK and making sure that we've got everything collected and we haven't packed anything that you need. Once your goods are in Guernsey, and we've already done the paperwork by this point, then you get in Guernsey. It's just a case of delivering everything to the correct rooms, and we'll reassemble any beds that we took apart or any wardrobes. And that's pretty straightforward, because that just means we'll meet you here at the property in Guernsey, which we would have already checked out vehicle-wise. We've got small vehicles for Guernsey anyway, so there's no need to worry about access issues. But once you get here, it'd just be a case of giving us a guided tour of your new home. Like, this is the main bedroom, the bed's going here, wardrobe's going there. This is the lounge, the sofa's going here, the TV over there. You know, once we know that, we'll be pretty much self-sufficient and can just put everything in the correct rooms. Okay, so that's the how. The who, little page on us very quickly. We've been in business since 2010. And as you can see, there's a little timeline there of me. So 2010, I was like 23 there when I set up Relocations. God, that was a long time ago looking at that. Different branding then. 23, but even though I was 23, I'd actually been working in the moving industry since I was 15. So I left school early, started in the moving industry. So I'd like 8 years experience there anyway. And I had some management experience as well. I started on the vans as a packer as a 15-year-old. And then when I was 17, I got my license. I sort of traveled all around Europe and everything, doing removals. And to be honest, that's my natural habitat, to be honest, is being on the vans, doing the moves. But, and then, within that company, I was the assistant manager at sort of 21, worked my way up, and they wanted me to be the manager in 10 years, but I wanted to challenge myself to see if I'd actually learn anything, you know. But starting in 2010 there, that was a bit of a shock, because there's one thing being good at moving, it's one thing being good at management, but it's an entirely different thing running your own business. Okay, but we stuck at it anyway. Like I say, 2015, we had a warehouse, still the same old Brandon. 2020, that's me outside our office, which is on the bridge, which is in St. Sampson's in Guernsey. But due to COVID-19 and everything, we got out of that office. We had to go a bit more virtual, which is why I'm working at home, just to cut costs and everything, because we were locked down in Guernsey. And when I say locked down, we were locked down. We weren't allowed to work for like 3 months. And then in 2021, we were also locked down again for another month. So it was literally zero income. I know like in the UK, it was called lockdown, but moving companies could still operate. In Guernsey, it was like, no, we weren't allowed to operate at all. So we moved out of our office. However, it didn't stop us. We carried on going. 2021, and we got our award from the Best of Guernsey. And the Best of Guernsey, we've got 250 online reviews on the Best of Guernsey website. The Best of Guernsey is basically just a Guernsey online directory of trusted businesses on the island. So let's go on to who else, because we're Relocations based in Guernsey. We don't actually go to the UK ourselves, and we've been working now with Britannia Leather Barrows since 2010, and we've collaborated on hundreds of successful moves from the UK to Guernsey year after year. And when I say from the UK to Guernsey, I mean from Guernsey to the UK, from Guernsey to Europe, to worldwide destinations. We've just recently packed up a job here. We sent it over to the UK, to Britannia, and they're going to onward ship it to Dubai and vice versa. We do worldwide shipping, which is why we're called Relocations Worldwide. And Britannia are just basically, they're an extension of our company. That's what I call them, because I'm speaking to them every day, because we just work together. They're the specialists in the UK. That's the way I look at it. We've got all the vehicles equipped for Guernsey. They've got all the vehicles equipped for the UK. They're more the specialist that end, and we've got a seamless system. So even though they handle the operational side, say when you were to book your move with us, for instance, we would still be your one point of contact. And, we might give you the number for Britannia just in case you want to contact the driver on the day or something, but we're still your one point of contact. So everything goes through us. We still manage the entire move. We just work with Britannia to do the operational side. So they'll send their own movers out with their own vehicles to collect from your UK residents. As you can see on the left-hand side as I'm looking here, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see me pointing, but the vehicle at the bottom there, the Britannia one, and you can see the container on the back of that vehicle. And as you move to the middle one there, you can see them loading the container. And then the picture on the right-hand side, did I say, I think I got my fingers wrong before, but on the right-hand side now, the Britannia containers, they're in Guernsey, and that's our Relocations vehicle there. And like I say, it's a lot smaller than the UK vehicles. And the reason for that is because of the roads over here. There's so many twisty, winding lanes, and we have to use vehicles where we can get into all of the driveways. So a little bit more work in Guernsey, and that's why it takes a little bit longer as well than sort of your average move. If you were to move within the UK, the massive vehicle would just turn up and unload. Here, the massive vehicle turns up, but it's got to be transshipped onto smaller vehicles and then run out multiple trips to the house, which takes a little bit more time because it's double handling everything. I'm sure you understand. So there are UK agents and worldwide agents. And if you've used Britannia before, I just thought I'd mention this. Britannia is a franchise, so you can buy into Britannia. So if I was to buy the franchise model, my business would be called Britannia Relocations Worldwide. And if you notice in the UK, if you see a Britannia vehicle, just have a look. You'll see Britannia Neves, Britannia Leather Barrows. They're all different names, Britannia Anchor. So we work with Leather Barrows, so they're Britannia Leather Barrows. Before they brought into the Britannia brand, they were Leather Barrows. So it's like an independent company under a franchise, if you like. So where and when? Okay, so we ship from Poole Harbour to Guernsey. And you've probably seen the Condor ferries, and there's a freight vessel there. What you probably haven't seen is Channel Seaways, which is freight only. And we ship everything through Channel Seaways. And Channel Seaways have 2 sailings a week from Poole to Guernsey. And that leaves on a Monday and a Thursday, just trying to think, that's right, Monday and a Thursday. And what Channel Seaways do is they deliver freight to the Channel Islands. So what they do is they leave from Poole Harbour, go to Alderney, drop off in there, then they go to Guernsey, drop off here, and then they go to Jersey, drop off and reload, and then go back to Poole. And that's how it works, and that's why there's 2 sailings per week. And it arrives in Guernsey on Tuesdays and Fridays. So what we like to do, though, we like to leave a day just for customs clearance. So say your goods arrive on Tuesday, we'd like to deliver on the Wednesday, because there's more chance that it's customs cleared by that point, everything's in order, and we can get a full day on the move. Because if we started on the Tuesday, we might be rushing around trying to get customs, it's a bit panicky, and then it might be mid-afternoon while we start the delivery, and you're not going to get a lot done there. So we'd rather use the Tuesday and the Friday just to prepare. Same if it come in on a Friday, we would look to start delivering to your Guernsey house on the Monday. Okay, so that's the where and when. What could go wrong? So we don't want anything to go wrong, but we've got to be aware that Guernsey's an island, and the English Channel kicks off a storm. You can get a ferry delay. Get a ferry delay due to adverse weather conditions or an unexpected breakdown of the vessel itself. Anything can happen. And there could have been a storm sort of last week, but then the ferry's trying to catch up. So we've got to take this into consideration. This may mean that your goods you arrive here before your goods arrive here. So we just got to take that into consideration. And that's why we like to leave a little bit of breathing space between the collection in the UK and the delivery in Guernsey. Only because through 20 years experience, the more gap you leave in between and the better you prepared, the more percentage chance that it's all going to go according to plan it is increased. If you're trying to pick up like in a lot on the Monday and deliver on the Friday, it's going to be a little bit tight. It always gets me a little bit worried, those sort of schedules. So that's one thing that could go wrong. There could be a vehicle breakdown. From time to time, commercial vehicles are stopped in their tracks by an unforeseen breakdown. I remember one recent one, probably about a couple of years ago or something. We were moving someone from the Guernsey to the UK, up to Scotland actually, and everything going according to plan. The guys were driving up there. On the second day of driving, the vehicle broke down just outside Lancaster. So they were nearly there, I think they were an hour away, and then it broke down. And then they literally couldn't move. And then we got, the vehicle recovery out. And then the next day, they got to the residence. Something else that could go wrong is customs clearance due to incorrect paperwork, or if alcohol is included in the shipment. So we advise you not to ship any alcohol for that reason, because, say you ship the alcohol, that could hold everything up. So you could lose your beds for the night just because you shipped a couple of bottles of alcohol that you perhaps could have got rid of or whatever. So you've got to size it up. What's more important to you, and how much hassle do you want, and hoops do you want to jump through to get your goods cleared. So we've got to look at that. So going on to packing services now, just in case the thought of packing your world into boxes is one too many things to think about. You do have a choice. That's right. So yeah, we offer a full packing service, and on the full packing service, we can pack everything off of the shelves and out of cupboards and safely into boxes for you. All of our staff are trained to do this, to pack fragiles. And also we offer the fragile pack, where with this service, we would pack all of the china, glass and pictures safely into boxes for you, but only those fragile items. So you would pack everything else. So you would pack all of the clothes, all of the books, anything that's not china, glass or pictures, you would put into boxes, and we would just come and pack those fragiles. Some people just feel more comfortable with us doing it because our staff are trained, but then they're happy to do everything else. And the final service is owner pack. So you as the owner of the goods would pack everything into boxes ahead of our arrival on moving day. And because you're in the UK and we don't have depots everywhere, we won't be able to get them boxes to you. So you would have to source your own boxes, maybe off Amazon. We could send you a link to some moving boxes. That's absolutely fine. But with the full pack, we would turn up with the materials on the day with the vehicle. So there's a lot more convenience for the full pack, but each to their own, and it's entirely up to you what you would like to do. So we are back on the how. How come we're back on the how? I'm not sure. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's teamwork. So I just want to go over this again. I touched on it before. So we plan together, we move out of the UK house together, and then we move in together. So the plan, when we talk about the plan, that we're basically looking at dates. So it might be a 2-day collection and a 2-day delivery. So we want to do that 2-day collection where we're collecting your non-essential items on the first day and your beds and everything on the second day. And then it would be vice versa in Guernsey, because you might turn up on the first day. You're going to want your bed set up on day 1, so you can at least sleep there and you've got all your essential items. And on day 2, the less essential items would follow, so we could complete the move for you. Okay. Thank you. So that's the end of the presentation. I just put stay assured there again, because like I say, moving home is statistically one of the most stressful things you can go through in life. And if you're, whoever you're choosing to help you move, you want to stay assured every step of the way. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to end that there. I hope you found some value in this, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.